Hello and welcome to the Empowered Couples Podcast. You're going to be hanging out with just me, Jocelyn, today for this motivational moment. Now, these episodes each week are for you to, within a few minutes, to shift your energy, shift your focus, and feel more motivated. Because when you're feeling a shift in energy, your attitude changes and the way you show up changes. So today, we're going to be talking about how you can better yourself to better the relationship. Now, you hear us talk on these episodes about skills and tools you can do as a couple. And equally as important to gaining these skills and tools and practicing the way you communicate and handle conflict is that you are growing as a person. And when I say growing as a person, I'm talking about you are learning about yourself, your patterns. You are pursuing personal development. If personal development is a new term to you, it's really just about pursuing ways in which you can understand yourself more and grow as a person, right? So when you are focusing on growing yourself and you are understanding from a deeper level why you do the things you do, you can then consciously choose new actions. But you have to understand yourself at a deeper level to create lasting change in a partnership, not just where you read something nice, you implement it in your relationship, and then a week later you're back to the old ways. It takes you doing this personal work on yourself. So what I'm inviting you into today is committing today and moving forward that every single day you're going to do something, even if it's small, reading a positive quote, listening to a quick audio chapter, of a motivational book, a personal development book. I'm not talking about fiction books. I love fiction once in a while. I'm talking about personal development books or podcasts or, doing a course that is about personal empowerment and understanding yourself. Every day, Aaron and I do something to grow and to make sure that our focus, because your focus is really the most important asset you have. And if what you do is you wake up and you look at the news and then you look at social media and you get to work or you get to doing chores, you are just living on autopilot and you are kind of in quote unquote a machine, right? Like just doing the things that you normally do. But when you wake up and personal growth is a part of your daily life, you will every day, every week feel as though you are expanding and getting better. And when you get better, the way you parent gets better, the way you show up in your partnership, the way you show up in your work or your business, to your family. And ideally, people would feel like, wow, whatever you've been doing, it's working, right? Almost like as if you started some diet that's working. The same thing when you are focusing on personal growth every day. And I know that you probably know us today where we're in business together, but we used to work corporate jobs, just so you know. And even though we would get up at 5:30 in the morning, yes, 5:30 in the morning, we would work out and we both would listen to either a podcast or an audiobook that was personal development related. And we'd either talk about it while getting ready if we had time, or in the evening, or we would text a couple times about it. We committed to growing as individuals within the partnership. And that is a huge part of, in addition to the skills that we learn and now teach, that you can create this lasting growth in a positive sense for your relationship. So again, what I'm motivating you into today is that you commit every day. You do something for personal growth. You pursue you being the best version of you and understanding maybe more of your past. Some of this might not always be pretty work. It might be you doing what's called inner child work and understanding more about your upbringing and how your upbringing is impacting you today. Maybe it is looking at how your relationship to your parents could be impacting you, but it also could be about improving your mental health, your emotional health, right? There can be so many different dynamics. Maybe those different areas are important to some of you, right? Maybe right now you need to be focusing on mental health. Maybe for some of you, you need to focus on resolving something with your dad or your mom or an ex because it's still emotionally impacting you today and therefore impacting your relationship. So whatever it is that's important to you, maybe it's your health and well-being, growth every day. Because again, when you are growing, you radiate differently, you show up differently, the way you parent is different. And, I think there's this quote, there's definitely this quote, if you're not growing, you're dying. And I don't even mean just dying in the physical sense. Your spirit, your mind, it is declining. We as human beings are always thriving more when we are expanding in some way, shape, or form. So, are you with me? Commit to some form of daily growth. Better yourself to better your relationship. And if you look at your outside circumstances and you say, man, I wish my kids would change this or that, or gosh, if only my boss would stop this, or if my friend, whatever it is, if you see your outside circumstances and you want those to change, I want you to shift your attention to you for now. Am I saying that your partner doesn't have anything to do? No. Am I saying that your, manager can always be the way they are? No. But you only have control over yourself. And what I want to invite you to is commit to this season. Yes, Freemans, you can even message us if you're in. Every day, I'm going to do something for personal growth. That could be listening to a podcast that's personal development related. That could be listening to an audiobook. You heard us talk about The Power of One More. We're loving that by Ed Milet. Something, doing a program. If you're in, let us know. Personal growth, be better. When you're better, everything in your life is better. And with that, we hope you love this episode. If one area you're wanting to improve is your communication, then make sure, if you haven't checked it out, to look at our communication mastery program. You can actually do that as an individual if your partner isn't on board to do it yet. Of course, it's great if they are, but you can do it when you're on your personal growth path as well. So you can actually click the link in notes to look at the communication mastery program. And it's also onlinecouplesworkshops.com/communication. With that, we love you and we're here for you, and we will talk to you on the next episode.